Other ideas, though. That scruffy little man had made my life a misery for the past few weeks. Now that he'd been unmasked as a traitor, I was going to give him what for. I marched straight out of Nest Cottage, full of high dudgeon and righteous ire.
Mrs. Whimsy, please, come into the church hall. It's not safe out. The sky is on fire.
It's an alien force shield, Reverend Tom.
It's the day of judgment. I can hardly believe it. I mean, you read about it and vaguely hope that it won't happen.
Calm down, man.
But now it has. It's here. But I must protect my flock quickly and help with the Earl.
Strong, sweet tea all round, eh?
Where is Captain Yates? The soldiers have been helping me with the elderly, but they need a figure of authority to look up to.
It was then that I saw his nibs himself, the bogus doctor,
well, that's 3 in the last 2 minutes.
Into the heart of the village, and Tish Maddock with him. She looked terrified, but excited too. I headed over to them.
Oh dear, Tish, Mrs. Whimsy doesn't look very happy.
Here, what the devil have you two been up to?
Hello, dear.
What have you done?
I shall try to explain, Mrs. Whimsy. You needn't thank me, of course, but I've erected a force shield to keep us safe from those horrible alien beings up there.
Rubbish. Those aliens are helping you to generate it, to keep us all locked up within the village.
Dear Mrs. Whimsy, how could you possibly know anything about it?
I know that it's the Skishtari up there, and that this man is in league with them.
Poppycock, I don't know where you get your ideas from.
As a matter of fact, they're from someone who is going to be very interested in meeting you. Very interested indeed.
She's raving mad. Let's leave the poor thing.
And you, Tish Maddock, you ought to be ashamed hanging around with this imposter.
I can assure you, Mrs. W, I'm no imposter. Now, if you'll forgive me, I must go and speak with the villagers and allay their fears.
And with that, he turned smartly away, though not before giving me one last sickening
Well, hopefully
sneer.
they'll finally decide the car is
Tish
fucked and replace
like
it.
a lapdog into the village hall. Above our heads, the skies were the colour of tomato soup, boiling over in the pan. They gave an angry crackle, and I dashed back towards Nest Cottage. I was halfway across the green when there was a weird, rippling, creaking noise. I strained to look into the distance and was amazed to see the edges of the village starting to lift up. Like a carpet being pulled up from the floorboards.
Stop recording. Let's leave it for 10 minutes. And again.
Mrs. Whimsy! Get inside!
This pisses me off
the
so
doctor's
bad.
in the TARDIS! Come and join him! Judgment Day has come! Everyone must keep calm. It's no use getting into a tizzy. You'll all be quite safe, I promise you.
What's that device you're working? Is it something to do with all this?
It controls my special trees and the signals they are emitting. Now, quiet!
Please tell me that you're not causing all this mess.
Causing it? I'm trying to prevent it, you silly woman. I'm trying to save all our lives. Can't you see? Without me, you'd all be dead already. I'm all that is standing between the village of Hexford and the abyss.
Doctor, something's lifting the ground up out there.
Yes, I know. I've been monitoring things from in here.
Oh, got it all under control, have you?
Mrs. Whimsy, there's a vast spaceship stuffed with serpents hovering over our heads, and instead this tiny village of a powerful fishing net. Almost undoubtedly, it's being aided and abetted by another version of me and his forest of biomass trees. How on earth could I have it all under control?
I only asked. By now, you usually come up with some marvellous plan.
Well, thank you for that, but this time I haven't. Those magnetic ropes aren't really giving the village a good shaking. They are uprooting it.
What?
Only by a matter of meters, but even so.
But why?
Isn't it obvious to get to something underneath it?
His hands were a blur, dancing across the control panels of what he called the central console of the TARDIS. His face was hawk-like with concentration.
That's 5 minutes.
The TARDIS and I are trying to fight back.
Okay, that'll do.
How? What can you